Cue the dog barks and roundhouse kicks, cause TRAC gonna give it to you in Cradle to the Grave. When jewel thief Anthony Fait and his crew steal valuable black diamonds, the group is unwittingly pulled into a dangerous game when the diamond's owner, the mysterious Ling, kidnaps Fate's daughter. Fait and Co. must work together with Taiwan intelligence agent Sue to save Fate's daughter and perhaps even the world itself. What does the title mean in relation to the movie's plot? I don't know, but it sounds cool. Look, Jet Li kicked that guy one-handed. DMX ran up a wall and backflipped over a dog. The 2000s were weird! This is the TRACcast.
That was
You
great.
weren't like that one. I liked it.
That was great.
I mean, the 2000s were
welcome.
weird.
Yeah, the 2000s were weird. Welcome to another episode of the TRACcast, also known as today's review of Assorted Cinema. I want to say I am Trevor Gregory, I think, today. I don't know
I'm
about
right.
anyone else.
I'm Trevor Gregory today.
And I'm thinking I'm Christian.
Yeah, I know that, like, I told you guys I watched Companion recently.
Base movie.
It was really good. I really liked it. I know Aref seen it. We both really liked it. Funny enough, during the reveal of one of the reveals of the movie, I won't say too much, but it's about 20 minutes in, maybe 15 minutes in. Someone pulled the fire alarm, I guess, like in our theater.
Oh, really?
So
Oh,
yeah, so like the reveal kind of like got like screwed up because like literally right when a character says a specific line that reveals something, it like got pulled, and we were just like, oh, what? And they couldn't quite also get the film to get back to where we were, and they played it without audio for a little bit, so there's like a little gap of like maybe 45 seconds that we just don't know what really happened, but I think we got the gist of it. And
People talked.
I mean, yeah,
People talked. What happened?
yeah, people talked, exactly. Yeah,
People spoke. Yeah.
But
The same thing happened to me when I was watching Dune, but it happened during. It happened during. Well, someone was smoking a blunt in the bathroom, but somebody that pulled the fire alarm. The fire alarm was set off. But it happened when Timothée Chalamet like drinks the worm juice, so he's like freaking out, and there's a bunch of lights, and like
Oh my
strobes
God.
were going. Strobes were going on, but there's no
Yeah.
alarm.
yeah,
Oh,
And I was
God.
like, "Oh, that's crazy!" I thought it was just like an effect of the movie. I was like, "Whoa!" I didn't know they're doing like immersive effects.
you were seeing it in 4D.
Yeah, I was like, "Yo, that's crazy!" And then they took You're us like, out. I'm And they there.
Mm-hmm.
made us walk around the theater, and they had to like get in a line. Teachers came out. They called roll.
right.
They
when
made
we
you
left our
drink
theater,
worm juice.
Yeah.
like at the
Yeah.
exit, like you
Yeah.
have to sip this.
Drink this
Yeah,
worm
we
juice.
got free IMAX. We got free IMAX tickets out of that, though. They gave us IMAX vouchers.
Ooh.
There you go.
I know that when we were together over New Year's, we watched Walking Tall and we watched Rebel Rage. I had you guys watch those two movies.
Yeah, double feature.
Quite a double feature, quite related movies. And I'm glad you guys enjoyed those overall for what they were.
It was good. Rebel Ridge was kind of a sleeper. Like I hadn't really heard about. I'd seen some ads for it on Netflix or whatever. But watching it was very enjoyable. That was a fun kind of sleeper underrated movie, I think, from last year.
Seriously, please go see Rebel Ridge. It's on Netflix. I think it's kind of underrated little gem. It's directed by the same guy who did Green Room, but it's not like gory horror or anything like that, which I think Green Room has a little bit of elements of that. But
it's actually the main character almost like exclusively does not want to fight, which is kind of
man,
Ooh, that's a
it's
good
so
change.
Good. It's such a good movie.
It's really cool. He like fights without fighting. It's really
He's
really
like,
cool.
can I help my cousin? Can I please help my cousin? Can I please help my cousin?
All he wants to do is help his cousin, and everyone keeps getting in his way. It's quite unfortunate.
I've seen a ton of movies. What else have I seen? I've seen One of Them Days with Keke Palmer. Great movie. Everybody should watch that.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I've seen The Wolfman. Terrible movie. Nobody should watch that.
Man.
Oh, it's so bad.
I haven't heard either way. Yeah, okay.
Nosferatu's really good.
Universal is trying the monsters.
I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they made that movie.
It's directed by the same dude who did The Invisible Man, no?
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah, Lee Winnell.
Except this
and
one's
Invisible
terrible.
Man was well, yeah. That's so.
Invisible Man's really good.
Did you like
This
Julia
one's not
Garner in
good.
it? I know that was a.
Julia Garner is good in this movie. She's good. But they have like a weird when the Wolfman comes out, they have like a weird Stranger Things under whatever, what do they call it? The underweather or whatever the hell?
Upside down.
The upside down.
What is it called?
Yeah.
They have like a weird upside down filter, and it's pretty silly.
Interesting.
Oh.
It's a silly movie.
It's just like the source material. You don't gotta do much. The Wolfman, right? Like,
Yeah, how hard is it?
Yeah, I watched a couple other movies. One more movie I do want to mention out of some of them I saw was Anora. Overall, liked it. I definitely recommend it to you guys. I think it was pretty good. I wasn't a huge fan of the ending, but other than that, I think it's like a fun movie. That's all I'll say about it.
Ryan, is there any movies or TV that you've seen recently? Any new stuff you've partook in?
Nothing new, like chronologically, but new stuff to me. I watched a bunch of the old like Gamera movies, like the first 3
Ooh, yeah,
of like
nice.
4 or 5 there are. And
You're
they're
a big
just
kaiju head.
we're never gonna see movies like that again.
Mhm.
So I have a real kick of just watching them, especially when I was younger. They were just always. I had a DVD box set with like a bunch of kaiju movies in it, mostly Godzilla, like the Rodan movie, a bunch of other ones.
I'm not like super familiar with Gamera's like the film kind of history. I get.
It's like the
Is there a lot
only-
of those movies?
There's not as many as Godzilla, but there are a few. I don't want to say he's as big as Godzilla, but it's not the same company. It's not Toho. I forgot which company owns them.
Yeah,
So it's like
a company.
It's like the Shrek instead of like Mickey Mouse, I guess.
DreamWorks.
Gamera's like a big turtle, yeah?
Yeah, Spiky Turtle.
Just kind of the same concept.
I feel like it would be really interesting to do because, like, you have the like Godzilla and Kong movies that are American produced now, and that's like the closest thing you get to like a kaiju movie, like back in that day. But like, I'm imagining like with the tech of like mocap and like the volume, like the stuff that they use at Lucasfilm and to like do shows and things. Like, I wonder if there's like new tech that you can use where you can get a guy in this to track his movement. Put that in the movie, make it look like, a big, monster battle, and then like still have like a destructible environment somehow, but like make it brush it up with CG or something. I don't know. But like concept's starting to get excited on me.
I don't know about -1, but Shin Godzilla had a stage performer do the mocap for the animation because they tried to do a gigantic puppet, but it was just too costly, and they were like, we could just CG this shit.
Is that
So
true?
kind of like
Really?
smooth it out with CG.
But they had like an actor doing the moves like he's in a
Okay.
suit.
I never knew that.
But I don't know about -1.
Well, Shin Godzilla has a really good like look to it. I think that like
yeah.
kind of incorporates that like guy in a suit feel, but like to a point where it's like uncanny and creepy the way they're trying to push that version of Godzilla.
Mhm.
Yeah, the cancerous like tumor constantly evolving.
What a great
So
movie.
cool.
It's like a demon.
Highly recommend Shin Godzilla.
I haven't seen any like new stuff either. Like I get new releases at least relative to right now, but I guess I'm trying to catch up on like the Oscar kind of buzz season.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched A Real Pain with Jesse Eisenberg,
Oh, how was
directed with Kieran Culkin. It was really good. It was a really
That's
good,
the one when they're backpacking, right?
Yeah, they're backpacking in Poland to reconnect with their grandmother who like lived there because they were kind of close, and it's like a dramedy kind of. I wouldn't say coming of age; that's not the right word, but kind of like coming
Because they're grown men.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but they're kind of like they're like polar opposites. just kind of reconnect, and they kind of struggle to connect with each other, but clearly they love each other. It's a really tight script. It's really good. I would definitely highly recommend it. Kieran Culkin definitely earned that Golden Globe because he's really good in the movie.
I'm interested in it.
It's really good. Yeah, I wouldn't say it reinvents the wheel with anything, but it's a really solid, good movie. Jesse Eisenberg's really good director and writer as well.
He directed it.
Yeah, he directed it and wrote it.
Damn.
It's a really tight script.
Funny enough, I heard on another podcast that he wrote a lot of plays, and that was like kind of the reason why he wrote this, and it kind of like reads a lot like a play.
Yeah, I would say that. That's a good
set piece
to
set piece.
Kind of, yeah, and it's kind of like a small cast of people. It's like them and like their little like tour group for the majority of it. So I would highly recommend that. And then I also saw I recently had the flu, so I was kind of knocked on my ass for about a week. And I took that time and I saw Conclave was streaming for free. Didn't have to rent it. And that was really good. Like at first it was one of those movies I thought it would be kind of like boring because I read the synopsis and it's like, oh, it's a drama about trying to find a new pope after the pope dies. And it's like, okay.
Oh, is it like the voting process?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, their wacky little voting process they got.
It's
yeah.
really interesting.
But it's really well done. It's like a political kind of thriller, like not like intense, but like it's about like
rated
kind of like
PG. In fact,
yeah, rated
like,
PG. It's
like
there's like no swearing.
Like there are definitely stakes, and there's like definitely like like tension and stuff, but like it's not like a movie where like your heart will pound, but you'll still be on the edge of your seat, like what's going to happen next. Like,
you're really drawn into the politics of it all, like just from the performances and the writing and everything.
Good movie.
Really good movie. Yeah, really solid.
Reminds me a lot of Women Talking, which I want to be a podcast movie.
Yes.
I really.
You should probably have a woman talking if we're going to do that.
Right. That was one of the plans. Hey, for our viewers, be on the lookout because there may be an episode in the future where we have some more surprise guests, other than our dear friend Tanner.
Hey, and that's what we call a track teaser. God. One might say.
I just realized that like we added Tanner, which is another T, and then the other person we're going to add is an A. So it just extends our acronym. It doesn't like change it at all.
The track and track.
Only so if we bring on your guest one day, we'll have a B. So we'll have to figure that one out.
True.
I have to change some names. Some legal documents might have to be signed.
Correct.
We'll cut out Christian. Okay, bring in Tanner. We'll have Brad.
Yeah, we'll have Brad. There we go.
The Brat cast.
That'll be our was there anything else that we wanted to bring up in our movie roundup, boys? Aref, did you have anything you wanted to chime in?
Yep. Yeah. No. The Brutalist is really good. Everybody should watch The Brutalist. I think it should win cinematography over Nosferatu, which everybody wants to win cinematography because they used a shadow.
They use a German expression as shadow.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, we're giving awards out to people who know how to do shadow puppets. Is that what it is? No, we're wrong. Nosferatu has good cinematography, but I think The Brutalist deserves it.
Because Nosferatu didn't get a lot of award nominations, and they might be like, oh, just give it to him. But I feel like it should be like maybe costuming, too. Aren't they nominated for
I think Nosferatu deserves costuming, would be my guess.
Yeah, the costuming would be great. Hair and makeup, maybe, too. Might have to try to do an Oscars little thing here. 2025 Oscars.
Oscar night with TRAC.
I think that's perfect because I don't pay attention to award shows.
Either Oscar roundup or Oscar night, like
that would be fun.
But
speaking of Oscars, or what should have won Oscars, Cradle to the Grave.
That was your transition. That's your transition to Cradle to the Grave.
Yeah,
just kick down the door with it.
Okay, so the reason I chose this movie is because I love it. I discovered this movie like I want to say a couple years ago. Me and a friend, we watch movies sometimes together, and we were on like this like early 2000s Jet Li kick pun intended, I guess. We were watching we watched Romeo Must Die. We watched I think it's Unleashed, I think is the name of it. Just a lot of these. The One.
I will be the one.
Love The One. And we were going down the list, and I was like, oh my god, this movie has Jet Li and DMX in it. I'm like, this is gonna be great. And we watched it, and it's I mean, I'll just be straight up. It's not the best movie in the world, but it's fun.
I have watched worse movies
fun.
with more money on this podcast. With more money to gone into it on this podcast. At least this movie is very enjoyable. Honestly.
I want more fun movies made for less money, and I'm not even joking.
Well, no, I mean for real. Like there's a lot of charm in this movie. Like it has that. I mean, I think we'll get into it as a main talking point after we kind of do a little bit of a summary.
Yeah. Just brief thoughts. What did you all think of the movie when we watched it together?
I love the mid-2000s charm of it. I love movies in this era. There's a certain something about them where like even though a lot of them are the same, they like kind of like try something new and different, or like they took a big swing on a cast and like, I don't know, like as much as this movie isn't like an amazing movie, there's so much charm to it that I love and I get behind.
It's a classy beat 'em up action movie from the bygone era of 2003.
Yeah.
And you see it in the technology that they're using. Like the Macs are super bubbly and like super cool. She's playing Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah,
the cell phones, the digital cameras they use. It's crazy, and I love it.
My thing about this movie, right, is like it's just so emblematic of pre-franchise action movies.
Yes.
Action movies like this, unless they're like dad-core spy movies, espionage type stuff, don't really come out unless they're tied to a franchise.
Or like
even the smaller, book. I mean, like even like quote unquote the smaller, lower budget ones, like oh my god, is it the Equalizer that has Denzel?
Yes. Yeah, Denzel. Yeah.
Even that one, the Equalizer isn't super high budget. But it's tied to a franchise and it's a lot more produced than this. I just love these types of, like Trevor said, these early 2000s movies where it's just made for fun. It's a new concept. It's a start and finish movie, nothing else to it, no strings attached.
Yeah. I really like what you said about the franchise like action movies, because I feel like a lot of like non-franchise action movies nowadays, like the producers have their movies fill out in two buckets. Is it John Wick like, or is it Bullet Train like? I'm trying to figure
or like nobody with like Bob Odenkirk.
Well, like but nobody fits in.
That's John Wick. Yeah, and what else? No. There's that I forgot his name.
What?
Kwan, last name Kwan.
Ke Huy Quan.
Oh, Ke Huy Quan.
Yeah, Ke Huy Quan. Yeah, I mean that another John Wick movie coming out.
Yeah. But I mean, in that, like, it was a good point I think you brought up of that bygone era of like, yeah, it's not tied to a franchise, and like this movie was made because we got Jet Li and DMX in it, right? Like that's the selling point. Like, but I guess what I mean in terms of like
that puts people in seats in 2000.
Yeah, that got asses in seats.
But I guess what I mean in the sense of like nobody being kind of like that is the sense of like there's not I mean, there might be another one coming.
The Rock would fit this description.
But like, yeah, The Rock, or like, but like nobody was made because it's like, oh, it's Bob Odenkirk kicking ass, right? Like,
right.
It wasn't like previously a book or a comic or anything. John Wick,
but it still fits in the John Wick kind of air,
for sure. Yeah,
smells of John Wick.
It's a John Wick like.
It's John Wicky.
But I mean, you're right. Like there are still movies that are being made nowadays. I just feel like they fit into the kind of.
But there is a different vibe. It's like you said. It's like you can tell they just made this having fun.
It definitely feels like a lot of this is like Jet Li is like, okay, I think for this fight, I want it to be like in an airport hangar, and we're gonna have the like barrel set up here. Like you can tell that like Jet Li put like the fights together. I feel
because his fights are the best in the movie. So
totally,
they really are.
But not, but like also just like how he always just like makes it like integrate. It's so funny that like I just watched after we watched this Rush Hour, like the first.
Oh yeah,
and like how Jackie Chan's kind of like in that camp with Jet Li of like kung fu action dudes who like were like, my movie is gonna be kung fu focused and like bring it to the US and that sort of era. And oh man, like yeah, I don't know, like I feel like a lot of that artistry and a lot of that like sort of like making those fights really really cool have gone, you know, to the side of like, you know, more spectacle and more kind of like
flashy,
more more flashy. Like even like John Wick, right? It's like each scene in John Wick is elevating, right? You start out in, you know, at the lowest level, and then like the stakes and the like, you know, craziness gets higher and higher as you go. And like of course every action movie is going to be like that, but I mean, you don't have like your either ultra gritty, you know, sort of like graphic violence that you have today, and you don't have like the like every little thing is a set piece and we use a prop in this, you know, scene and whatever. Like you have like just your classic kung fu, you know? You don't have your falcon flying around with wings and, you know, your dude throwing a shield and throwing webs around. Like it's just
You have Jet Li with his hand in his pockets kicking people.
With
maybe
no
we
hands.
need to call this the nostalgia cast.
Nostalgia cat.
Yeah.
But we can get into the plot, I guess. I don't think there's a whole lot to talk about except a few kind of set piece moments we can dig into.
Well, it starts off hot.
It does start
off with the bank heist.
Yeah, it starts out super hot, and DMX's character's name is Anthony Fait, and that's F-A-I-T, missing
Anthony
the H to finish Fate.
That's true. True. It's
I just want to say that because that's important. Because that's
it's integral.
Yeah, that's their thing that they say to each other when they're done.
Fate.
Like
it is their Yu-Gi-Oh! Smiley face hand thing that they did.
Yeah.
The symbol of friendship. We start right at the gate. There's kind of intercutting between the Fate and his crew breaking into a bank vault or whatever, and Jet Li's character Sue, who is kind of like doing his own kind of investigation. We don't really know his role yet, but he kind of like interrogates the people, the person that hired Fate's crew to break into this place. And we meet Fate's crew. Fate, played by DMX. Daria, played by Gabrielle Union.
Oh, the wonderful Gabrielle Union.
And then also Tommy, played by Anthony Anderson. Kind of the comic relief.
Anthony Anderson. Well, I love Miles and Anthony Anderson's character, I guess. Just say.
Yeah. And you can automatically tell this was made in the early 2000s because there's a bit where Gabrielle Union is like trying to seduce the security guard so they don't see DMX breaking into the vault.
But the temptress doesn't work.
It doesn't work because she sees a magazine with like a sexy dude on it, and she immediately goes, "He's gay. Anthony Anderson, get in there and seduce him." And it's like
and he throws it down.
He does. It goes on way too long, but he does.
It does go on long, but he has to.
But he has to do it. And then meanwhile, they're breaking into the vault. Also, a very funny way to break into the vault. They have to they attach a rocket launcher to the wall.
First,
oh my God, that's right.
They drill through the floor.
Yeah, they drill through the floor.
They cryo nitrogen freeze like the WAP, or is that after the rocket launcher pulls?
No, they do that to the vault.
No, that was pre. They pre, yeah. Yeah. Nitrogen, they mess around with the gears to break some stuff off or latch onto the wall, and then they fire the rocket launcher
to rip the door off the wall or
the frozen part.
God, wait, the more I think about this movie is kind of just like Rush Hour. Well, I mean even the plot of the daughter getting kidnapped.
Yeah, no, it's definitely kind of discount Rush Hour for sure.
I guess so.
But they're breaking in, and then they're stealing all the stuff, and then they find the kind of the MacGuffin of the film, so to speak. They find the black diamonds, which look cheap as hell, by the way. They look like
rhinestones.
Yeah, they're really big. They look like candy.
They look like candy.
This might be showing my age here, but you guys ever pick up those magnetic rocks from the Rainforest Cafe?
Yes.
That's what they look like.
Yes,
identical to those.
Look like that.
Identical. You're so right.
Which I guess also does kind of. I mean, we'll find out later. They're not really diamonds. But
it's so nuts.
So he's like, "This is what we came."
Hold on to your hats, listener.
It gets fucking wild. So they steal the diamonds. They're like, "This is what we came here for," and then they split up in the subway. They're like, "All right, we'll meet up, whatever." Blah blah blah. Miles takes off separately from Gabrielle Union and DMX, but then Miles gets intercepted by Jet Li, and Jet Li kicks his ass, of course.
I'm pretty sure this whole sequence too, with like the ATVs and them escaping, like totally inspires like a Grand Theft Auto heist, on Grand Theft Auto 5 or something. My brain
100%.
With the tunnel scene with the ATVs, I was like, oh, that's totally.
Yeah.
Like Grand Theft Auto 5 must have taken that, which I'm pretty sure has DMX music in it. So.
Probably.
It's all connected.
My gamer brain had to my goopy gobble gamer brain had to chime in and say something.
My lizard gamer brain.
Yeah.
Jet Li takes the diamonds that Miles had, but it turns out they were not the black diamonds. So he
foiling the plan.
Foiled the plan. But then we find out after this.
This obviously is hinting towards a bigger conspiracy going on with these.
There's a bigger conspiracy for sure.
As always in most things. Movies,
afterwards, we find out that Sue is a Taiwanese intelligence agent who is investigating the diamonds or whatever, and he was trying to get them back.
And he's following this like terrorist group, right?
Yeah, he's been investigating the true kind of mastermind behind this heist, who is a guy named Ling.
Trio of Mortal Kombat characters.
They
couple fighting characters.
It's the kind of classic trope of it's the what's the word it's the Cobra. It's like the G.I. Joe Cobra kind of of leader, femme fatale, and then like big henchman dude, right?
Where do I go, boss?
Yeah, exactly. But the true mastermind behind it is this guy named Ling, played by Mark Dacascos. So Fate brings the diamonds to his white friend Archie, played by Tom Arnold.
The white guy,
the epic funny white guy.
He's the clown.
He really is a freaking clown in this movie. I did not like him at all.
He's very annoying.
Really annoying. And if you're wondering how DMX talks in this movie, it's very much like his rapping. He's just kind of
he's barking at people constantly.
And barking. And I mean, it fits for his character. It's good, I think that he reminds me of a shonen protagonist of an anime or manga, to be honest.
The way he talks?
His character in general. It's very he's very one note, stays true to his character, has a big loyalty factor that people follow him through.
Oh, if he made friends with all the bad guys and didn't kill anybody like Naruto, I'd believe you. And Jet Li only killed people.
Right.
I mean, he does have a no guns policy. So I mean, there is that.
Except when he shoots things, just not people.
He shoots
because he uses guns throughout the movie.
That's true.
But he uses them as tools.
He gives the diamond to the guy, right? And then we meet his daughter, right? Shortly after.
we meet his daughter around this time.
Playing Roller Coaster Tycoon.
She's playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. You made a funny comment we were watching. You were like, "Oh, she's gonna love Thrillville in a couple of years."
Yeah, she was in the POV mode. I'm like, oh, that's why people play Thrillville.
We should have a segment in every TRACcast episode that we do where we spot the video game that
I love doing that in movie. I love pointing out what the game is that they're playing.
Yeah,
there's an Adam Sandler movie where he's playing Shadow of the Colossus. I can't think of what movie that is.
I think it's
Is Don Cheadle's in it? What the fuck is that movie?
It's Rain Over Me. Is that the name of it?
Only if I had a fucking computer in front of me to look it up.
I'm so sorry.
I'm pretty sure it's Rain Over Me. Yeah. But anyway, that is a good movie.
There's that whole thing about how like Grandma's Boy has like a video game that never actually came out because the like studio went bankrupt or something.
Oh, really?
The movie Grandma's Boy, yeah, because it's about a video game developer thing. I've never seen the movie, but I remember seeing a YouTube video about it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a whole
Grandma's Boy iceberg video.
Yeah, something like that. Oh my god, my reading or my watching habits are terrible.
Another thing I like doing, like looking in like the backgrounds of movies, is I like whenever they're at a gas station, and I like seeing how much gas cost whenever they made the movie.
Oh my god,
I love doing that because sometimes you'll see it's like, oh my god, it was $2,
79 cents.
Yeah, 15.
But anyway, they have a sweet little moment.
Back to Cradle to the Grave, which also no quite reason why it's named that. There's no real reason why.
Because it's all about life and death, dude. It's all about living and dying. Cradle to the grave.
No, you start in the cradle and you end in the grave.
Right.
It's about life.
I guess so.
It's about faith.
But does everybody rob banks?
No.
In the Cradle to the Grave verse, yeah.
Everyone's bank robbers.
It's just Red Dead Redemption online.
DMX's
robbing each other in stagecoaches.
Important because she will come back later.
Yeah. But they have a sweet little scene where they like say prayers before bed, and you know, he's a sweet dad, and you know, you kind of, that's like the emotional core of the film, I suppose.
He's a family guy.
He's a family guy, one might say. He's a regular Peter Griffin. These are why you come to the TRACcast, people. You hear that DMX is a shonen protagonist and Peter Griffin.
It's real bad. Listeners, I apologize for my behavior.
So Ling appears in America, and he's like, "Oh, I need you to find my diamonds," and they're like, "Okay."
Okay, boys.
It basically.
So then, eventually, Fate and Sue meet because Fate goes to their employer, but finds he's dead. But finds he's dead because Ling killed him. And then Fate like leaves, and then he gets attacked by Ling's henchmen in an alley. And then this is kind of like, I think, the first like big action scene in the alleyway.
Wait, what about the one in the hotel room in the beginning of the movie?
Oh yeah, that was kind of like a quick one. I was thinking that was like a quick one. That was a pretty good one. But
you're talking about this one. Yeah, this one is like one of the bigger set pieces.
Because this is where DMX and Jet Li like team up.
Yeah, that's right.
This is the dogs, right?
Yeah, this is the dogs. This is the dog.
That's kind of crazy. There are a couple of action parts in this movie where I don't know how to put it. It's not that like they look bad, but like you have to like double take to be like, did that just happen? Like do they want me to believe a person did that?
That's why this movie is so good, because you could be like half paying attention, and then you're like, wait, did DMX just run up a wall to jump over a dog?
Yeah, it's like Looney Tunes-esque. There's a part, I'm just gonna say, just so that we just talk about this part of these, that there's this part where he's rappelling down later on in the movie to like infiltrate another, and he repels down like kind of like a Mission Impossible kind of scene, but the way he does it is he like just runs off and jumps, and then like the momentum pushes him into the
he goes straight through the
that
glass.
He's trying to go into perfectly, and he flips in like the right precise moment. It just
looks really strange the way it's filmed.
It looks a little weird. It looks like it's very ninja like, and it's very we did it in slow-mo and then like sped it up right at the end or something.
That's a good way to put it. There's a lot of like really like odd things in the movie, which I think kind of helps add to the charm of it a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. Plus, like the relationship with his daughter is like really sweet. The way they write that, and like like the dialogue that they share is like actually like quite cute.
But it's after this where they get ambushed by the henchmen that they beat them up together. They kick them into a fence, and then the dogs come out, and then they start chasing them, and then we gotta take care of the dogs, and it's a fun thing. And then Fate's like, all right, I guess we have to team up.
I can trust this guy because he fought with me.
We were on the battlefield together.
And then they leave and they go back to Tom Arnold, and Tom Arnold's like, they took the diamonds. I couldn't help it. They took it.
And then he also kidnapped his daughter, correct?
They get a call where Ling is like, oh, also we have your daughter.
There are a lot of scenes with his daughter being kidnapped, the shenanigans that she gets involved with the kidnapping of the bad guys.
The henchmen.
I thought they were fine, but they kind of also took me out of the movie a little bit.
Oh, like whenever it cut back to her, like
and I kind of get it. Like I get like because later on in the end, like she kind of does like some smart moves, like that she picked up from her dad, like in case of anyone's trying to get you, kind of thing. But I just feel like we only needed like one of those scenes. We cut back to her like plight a lot, and while we it's just like I don't know, it just takes me out of the PG-13 or R-rated kind of thing that we're watching. That's trying to I won't say too much yet, but put stakes of the world.
The world's on the line.
Then the group has to be like, all right, we got to figure out who took the diamonds, because it wasn't Ling, it was some other gangsters or some other group of people. And Fate believes that it was this crime lord named Jump Chambers.
This is the coolest guy.
This dude rocks. He's great.
I think everyone wishes that when they go to jail, they want to be this guy. They want to get, you want to be involved in some sort of crime where you get in this position. That's where you want to be.
The guard is like bringing him his newspapers, and it's like,
oh my god, yeah, he's got like a coffee maker, a whole kitchen, a private chef. Like
it's a huge cell.
He's smoking a cigar. He's not wearing a suit, or is he wearing a suit? I can't remember.
He's wearing a bathrobe.
On a robe.
Yeah. Oh my god. He's just like.
I think the guards also. Oh no, he also has like a henchman, but he's eating at the buffet.
Yeah. And isn't the idea that he's also got guys on the outside? That's the whole thing.
Yeah, he's running stuff from inside the jail or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
But they kind of
he's running the jail.
They get into a little kind of tiff, and he's like, "All right, I'm not gonna help you, Fate." And Fate's like, "All right, I guess we got to figure out how to do this our way." Mm-hmm. And so this is where the group kind of splits up. So Fate and Co are going to go to his nightclub that he owns, because they're like, maybe there's answers there, or the diamonds are like in his safe there or something. And then Tom Arnold and Jet Li are going to go to this like underground fight club to try to find where the gangsters are that attacked.
It's a great movie when there's
like the Yakuza underground or whatever.
Yeah. And so they make a point. They make a funny point to say, I guess maybe they realized because they were filming during the day, they're like, okay, we need to find a way to make this make sense. Tom Arnold is like, oh yeah, this fight club only goes on during the day to throw off the cops,
because they don't work during the day.
It would be too obvious during the night.
Right. They're more
but it also doesn't make sense, because at the same time, Fate and company are going to a nightclub to break in, and it's like full. It's like full during the day. Like it
doesn't stop. It's where all the cops are.
It never closes.
The cops are too busy.
The police are at the club.
I love that there's just a major continuity issue with that, and they don't care. Who cares?
It's fantastic.
They need to be at a nightclub, and they also need to be at the fighting club. So what's the point? We'll just have them do it at the same time.
Now,
don't they also make a point to like say that they're not going to fight in it too, and they both like punk each other and put each other up to fight?
Well, Arnold bets on Lee. He keeps like betting on him.
Well, I remember that.
Well, because in order to get in, Jet Li has
you need a fighter.
A number. He needs a fighter, and he's like, okay, I guess we'll just take a number. And then his number gets called up in this scene, and he's like, well, you got to go up there, or they're going to kick us out. He's like, okay. And this is probably the best fight scene in the movie, where Jet Li beats all the UFC dudes' asses really cool. In the ring.
The fight scenes are really good. Like they're pretty good.
Overall. Yeah, no, for sure.
Except for the weird Looney Tunes things.
there's a cool part in the Jet Li fight in this scene that I love. When like the fence like drops down on like the crowd and then he's like jumping on it like a trampoline to like kick people. It's so cool. And spoiler alert, it's all set to X gonna give it to you.
It pairs with the chase scene that Trevor was talking about. That's just GTA 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Christian, do you want to share your super fun fact about this movie?
My super fun fact is that the X gonna give it to you came from this movie. Oh, wow, there we go.
So now you have to watch it.
You have
to get the reference.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a joke.
Now you can
could
tell
have
it to all
been
your
in
friends.
the running for an Oscar for the original song.
The OST, best composed score.
You know what? I wonder what original song Oscar nominations were in 2003. I wonder what they were.
All right, hold on. We're gonna have a little.
Lose Yourself won. Lose Yourself won.
Oh, that makes sense.
That does make sense.
It was
Travis, change the records for me. So I'm right.
Anyway, so yeah, the Fight Club scene is cool. Meanwhile, I think we need to analyze. I think we need to like take a bit to analyze this idea of how they heist the nightclub, right?
Yeah,
because
it's a little.
There's a lot going on. Because for my money, the plan is two separate distractions that don't ultimately matter.
Yeah, because one's messing with the front guard or the bouncer.
Yeah, Gabrielle Union is like is doing like a striptease to like distract the owner of the club or like one of
which
Chandler's
I think goes on a little bit too long.
They did like retakes. They were like, it needs to be longer.
It's like you don't need it to go longer. I get she's seducing him. Like that's it. We're good. Like I don't. Yeah. Like I don't know.
And then Anthony Anderson is like doing this like bug spray like exterminator bit where he's like, I came here to put bug bombs in the office.
The tone of this movie is
and he's like, I have to park in front of your building, like right in front.
It's so funny too because like they all don't go together. It's like, okay, no, we need DMX and Jet Li to be alone. Why can't we all just have everyone together? I don't know.
Well, to spray the bug spray, it's to like, oh, you can't be in here for, he says like an hour, which you could totally say just 24 hours.
You could just make it up.
Like you can just make it up.
Yeah. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
He does.
Yeah, no, 10 minutes and you're good.
Yeah.
And then,
but then ultimately it doesn't matter because this is the scene that Trevor was referencing earlier where DMX and Miles, they rappel from the roof through the window, like breaking into it very loudly.
In the day.
In the middle of the day. And then they open up the safe with like a sniper rifle.
Oh, yeah. DMX builds himself an intervention.
The bouncer gets alerted to it. Like he hears the glass breaking and then Gabrielle Union is like, look at me.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't like what's the point of all the distractions if you're just gonna be that loud?
Yeah, the bug spray one doesn't make much sense, especially because like it's a locked room anyways, so if you just repel in, you're already repelling in.
Yeah, because as soon as they repel in, DMX locks the door.
You could just like scratch the glass with like a sharp thing and then like knock it out.
They just had to have a scene where Anthony had to be funny, where Gabrielle.
Yeah, they had to have a comedy scene, bro.
You know what? Yeah. That is literally the explanation. You're right. Yeah, we have to have him be funny, and we have to have her do a striptease, and then that's it. And we don't care how it makes sense. It just has to be in the movie.
And it's also so funny because it's like they go to the Fight Club and then they just like go to the building too. It's like, why don't you have them go to all different places and then meet at the building? Like they just meet up at the building where Anthony Anderson and Gabrielle Union are just doing their thing.
Yeah, and then they break open his safe, and then it's like, oh, people are being alerted. They're coming to the office, and then they open the safe, and they're not in there. And then DMX flies off the hand and is like, get out of here, go! You need to leave! Like, the cops are coming. And then...
It does this movie trope. I hate that movie trope where it's like, oh, it's just a shit ton of cash.
Yeah.
Damn it.
There's nothing in here.
It's what the rhinestones we're looking for.
Well, they do that in the beginning, like, bank heist, where they're just throwing all these diamonds on the ground, and they only take a few diamonds.
Everywhere. They take a couple of things, yeah.
DMX takes the necklace for his daughter.
Does he all? But is this not where they find out where the diamonds are? Or is that delayed?
Not. That's a little bit later, but no. So yeah, this is
back to this office like 3 times.
They do. It's very funny. But after this, the cops come and then arrest DMX, and then this is where the best scene in the movie happens, where DMX rides an ATV, escaping the cops while X Gonna Give It To You plays.
Right.
It's fantastic. It's cinema. I watch it on YouTube every other day.
It's my Steam Deck startup screen.
Don't his friends like help him with it too, or like distract the cops or something? They like totally like they're like, hey, you know.
No, I think they just like leave. They like leave, I think.
No, I could have sworn they like watch him and they're like they remark how cool he is or something.
They might, yeah.
People that he steals the bike from jump on their bikes and go after him.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's my motorbike. Whoa.
This mother fricker.
And it's a great chase scene. It's great. It's fantastic.
It's peak.
It's peak.
It really a lot of how you actually like, you know. Oh, we have to write a movie here.
It's literally written almost identically to a GTA 5 online heist. It's kind of
yeah.
They look to Cradle to the Grave for inspiration.
For sure, they had to.
But then it's from so then at the Fight Club, Jet Li and Tom Arnold find someone that did steal the diamonds, and from him is when they realize that the diamonds are actually hidden in like the bubble bath in the office, which they pointed out earlier.
Like rocks.
Yeah, I think every character that walks in talks about it in some way.
Yeah, they're like, that's a cool bath. Whoa,
like,
whoa.
What the fuck? A sick pervert would have this in here.
There's clearly a bunch of like black stones around the bath.
Like just
and everyone's like, where are those black stone jewels? And even the audience is kind of like,
I think DMX picks up a like pearl orb, a giant orb, or like whatever the guy has on. Like it's so weird.
Like he's right there. If you just looked a little closer.
Yeah, they're right there, sir. They're right there.
But then they find they're like, oh, it's there, and then you're right. They go back to the office again. But then they're gone because Ling's dudes have already found them. They've already taken them. Which at this point, I don't know why.
Find out what they are, right?
Yeah. So this is when the movie goes from like a Rush Hour kind of like goofy heist movie into G.I. Joe Saturday morning cartoon villain plot.
Yeah.
Where they're explaining that they're not diamonds, they're synthetic plutonium. And it's this great scene where they have like the evil scientist goggles on looking at green lasers
in front of investors.
They have like this. It's so funny too because they do that thing that action movies do where they're like, here's the room of billionaires that we're showing this to, and you know, oligarchs from other countries.
Wow, deadly weapon, yeah.
I do love that when we watched this, my first idea was out of what happens when somebody eats that.
I know, that was so fucking funny.
You did, you predicted it.
And what's weird is the weapon they're making is just a big Jimmy Neutron laser.
Yeah.
Like it's just a big laser that shoots green. That's all it does.
And then it's a great. We are kind of jumping ahead, but it's fine. But yeah, they're showing off because their plan is to have an auction to the world's elite to give the synthetic plutonium as like a weapon of mass destruction. And the demonstration is so funny because the guy, like one of the henchmen, is doing it, and he's like explaining the power level as you kind of increase the level of laser going into it. And he's like, this is the power of one Sidewinder missile, and like it's going up, and he's like, and it gets to the point where he's like, 2 Hiroshimas.
Yeah, there were two bombs dropped. There's 2 cities. There's not just one.
And then the kicker is after this, when they say, okay, starting bid $200,000.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
That's all you want? You can't even buy a house with that.
Yeah.
It's just so funny, man.
What are you talking about?
It's a little crazy. I this part definitely took
$200,000.
$200,000 for synthetic.
Starting price, fellas.
I want to know what the container that was holding it is made out of, because it was like it was like 1/8 inch thick plexiglass with containing the strength of 2 billion fucking Hiroshimas.
Well, see, it's not so much of that. It's the power of green laser that you shoot into.
It is the power of green.
It is a Jimmy Neutron laser. You're so right, Ryan. But it's around here that Fate and company are like, oh, we have to save my daughter, and they deduce where the auction is going to be held, because it's like there's like all these planes with rich people are flying into this one hangar.
Yeah,
and they're like, okay,
where do planes go?
It must be there.
It must be an airport.
And this movie uses Chekhov's tank, because early on we see Tom Arnold has a tank. You see Tom Arnold, he's like a black arms dealer or whatever, and he has a big tank that he's trying to sell. And then Anthony Anderson and Tom Arnold come rolling into the hangar with the tank.
They are.
Hey, everybody freeze! Don't move! Which also crazy that if you have all these elite, like rich, crazy billionaires, that the security outside wouldn't notice a tank rolling in.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do?
They snuck up on us.
Yeah, the crazy thing is that like the LA police aren't more concerned about any of it.
Yeah,
because they kind of like go after him in that one scene, and then after that, it's like, well, I guess that's it, you know.
There's the 2000s. They're probably terrified of like kids skating outside. They're probably like tackling teenagers.
Like, a big apology in the end, but he's like hailed a hero, and that's like why he gets.
I think free. So. Yeah. He's like,
we were so wrong about you.
We love you, DMX.
Yeah, he's like, I did it for the war. It's because he saved the world in the end. Spoiler alert: the good guys win. They save the world.
Because they have to like fight. They have their individual fights. Like Gabrielle Union fights the lady henchman.
That one's also a little like, come on, like we don't need to have a fight where we're like, you know.
She also fights by swinging her jacket around.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's very strange.
All the other fights are good.
DMX fights like the big henchman to save his daughter. And then Jet Li has like the best fight at the end, around the Ring of Fire, where he fights Ling. And that's a cool fight. And then this is
in a Ring of Fire.
Yep.
And then this is where you had that prediction that came true, where he kills Ling by taking the plutonium and shoving it in his mouth,
makes him eat
breaking his like esophagus.
So
yeah, he breaks it in his esophagus.
Yeah, and melts him from the inside. It's really brutal.
Which it's kind of crazy. Yeah, because he turns into like a skeleton. It's kind of like Indiana Jones style, but like it's kind of crazy that like it doesn't cause an explosion.
Well, I mean, I guess it's just like extreme radiation, like melting you from the inside.
But also, like, hey, Jet Li, you know, thanks for just breaking that. You know, who knows, like, what that would have done.
Yeah,
that would be cool. There's an alternate ending where it blows up. It blows up like the airport.
I want you to know, if it causes that much irradiative damage like that quickly to that man, everybody in like a mile vicinity is dying of cancer in like 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fallout is too great.
They'll just have radiation poisoning at the end.
Just because like the energy has to go somewhere, right? Aref? Like that's the whole thing.
I mean, of course, yeah.
Lay it on us.
Science corner.
What do you mean?
Corner.
Give us a science.
I mean,
corner.
like, okay, here's the thing, right? I mean, I don't really know like thermonuclear. There's a nuclear reaction going on there. That pill isn't ignited. It's just like super radioactive. You know what I mean? It's just like shooting out gamma particles everywhere. And if it's enough to decay your flesh within a few seconds because you broke the capsule, like that's enough to absolutely damage the DNA of everybody in that area.
That's crazy.
Like absolutely damage the DNA of everybody in that area.
Even if it's localized to a body.
Yeah, even if it's local, it doesn't matter. That shit's bypassing your flesh.
Is that like a bug in the code or
what?
In the simulation we're living in? That's like a dev oversight. It just does.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's exactly it. For disclosure, my emphasis is on heat transfer. I don't know nuclear shit, but I do know that would kill you.
Yeah.
Your next project should be talking about the scientific kind of method of Cradle to the Grave.
Your next project should be edible computer.
You have been talking about that for, I shit you not, probably 4 or 5 years.
I'm just saying. How do we know what it tastes like without knowing what it tastes like?
That would reduce a lot of taste.
All the fans out there, I'm not going to dox Trevor's Reddit, but I know that he posted a Reddit post about this.
Yeah. I made a Reddit post about what would happen if you shave like a motherboard down to fine particles and then cooked a steak with it. I wonder what it would taste like. You would add a little bit of salt and pepper too, like for taste. You wouldn't.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
It's like it's like a forbidden ordinary sausage video that you're describing.
That's what I'm saying. How do we know what it tastes like without knowing what it tastes like? Anyways, back to Cradle to the Grave.
Yeah, well, there's not much to tell. Basically, they save the day, and then the cops show up, and then Fate is like, you know what? I'm not going to be a criminal anymore. And they're like, thank you, DMX.
Giving it up.
Yeah.
And then the movie ends.
There's like a cop character that they keep on like Home Aloneing, right? Like, doesn't he like?
I don't think so. There's not like a named cop.
No,
I don't think.
Like a reoccurring dude.
But that's the end of the movie. That's it in a nutshell.
It's straight up. I mean, there's not really much else. There's not like really. I mean, like I think
it's an experience. You have to experience it.
Yeah. I just think that it's like it's core and moral and emotion. Like it's story core is, I guess, like the relationship between Faith and his crew and all the and his daughter. But I don't know. Like it's not like the strongest. It's definitely where the fights are. Like, or the movie is where the fights are. Like for sure.
It's just a romp. It's just a romp and a riot. You know. It's just like a jolly good time.
It's definitely eminent or showing of an era that we don't quite have anymore. Where people,
bygone.
Where movies
Bygone.
Yeah. This movie cost $25 million to make, so it is nowadays that's like nothing. And I'd argue that it like does a lot more than some movies I've seen.
The movie cost more than their fictional plutonium cost.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. They couldn't even like look at the budget of the movie they're making and like, wait a minute, we're selling the death weapon? It's not even Jet Li's salary.
So what's the dead? Okay, so I need per liter. It's 129 million USD per liter. Okay, to buy plutonium. Let's see.
The world's dumbest criminals.
Centimeters in a liter. So I would say each one of those rocks was probably about like 10 cubic centimeters.
Probably.
Yeah. It's
a
diamond, like a large sapphire.
So 0.01. So that one rock of plutonium nowadays costs about 129 times 0.01. So about $1.29 million. Okay. This is like a bajillion times stronger than that. and it's supposed to be way more rare. So I think they're undercutting themselves.
I mean, a little bit, just by a little bit.
Just by a little bit, just by a smidge.
Was it plutonium or uranium?
They said synthetic plutonium. That was what they called it.
The trans fats of nuclear bombs.
It's called Cradle to the Grave, like with a number, as if like it was
because it looks cool,
like the element.
Because it looks cool.
It does look cool. But I think it was cool.
I still refuse to believe that there's not a Cradle 1, the Grave.
There should be.
There should be, but we never will get it.
It's a spoof.
They could explain a lot that we.
They should have had Cradle to the Grave, but the E in Cradle is a 3. That would have been a good sequel.
True.
Please also let his daughter just keep that necklace, I guess.
Oh yeah, the necklace that they stole.
They don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
It's okay. They're stealing from thugs and gangsters.
They do say that. They do. He's like Robin Hood.
Yep. He's like Robin Hood.
Because he has to be likable. You know, we have to like DMX in this movie.
There is a really good scene that does happen, kind of 3/4 of the movie, between Jump and DMX one more time, where they kind of play this like intimidation game, but Jump kind of like I think kind of gets the upper hand of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it sets off like another kind of action set piece, which I think was just like a well kind of done scene between the two. Like there are some really, really good like scenes. Like if you're talking about an action movie. But there's also just some really goofy ones and just some ones that just don't make sense.
Really quick before we plug this into the track meter for the
tracometer.
The tracometer. We did forget to mention that Jump Chambers gets killed by Ling in this movie. There's a scene where Ling confronts Jump Chambers in jail. And this has maybe one of my favorite quick cut like moment deaths in a movie. Because Ling kills Jump Chambers' henchman with a lobster.
That's
right. He's got to register lobsters as a deadly weapon.
They're talking, and then the henchman brings like the lobster over to Jump Chambers, and then the guy grabs the lobster claw and just jabs it into his neck. It's the funniest.
It was sick as hell.
It's just so like Murphy Cosco's kills someone with a lobster in this movie. It's great.
It's a fun action.
It's a fun.
The movie's rated R, right?
Oh yeah, I think it is.
There's no reason for this movie to be rated R.
I think
like
the F.
I know. They could have just like cut down the cursing. You would have not have felt it.
True. Yeah. Trevor, do you want to take it away for the first score of the night?
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, like we said, this movie is a symbol of its time, I think, and I think there's a lot that you could get out of a first watch, or like if you've seen this movie before, or rewatch, just to like kick back and watch a fun action movie romp, like we said. It's not a perfect movie. I think there are better movies you can watch, but if you're in for a movie like this, you're definitely going to be satisfied with Cradle to the Grave. I'm gonna give it a solid. Do we do out of 10? Oh my god, I forgot. Thank you. Jeez, it's been a minute. I'm gonna give Cradle to the Grave a solid 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Respectable.
Like solid. Like honestly.
Ryan?
No, 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Indecisive this one.
5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. All right,
Fucker.
Ryan.
Took my fucking score.
I think this movie is not the perfect, but a pretty good party movie, or like you have friends over, and a movie that you can talk over because there's not like a lot of like in-depth dialogue happening.
It's a really good way to describe it.
Yeah, you could stomp over this movie, and when the action scenes happen, you're obviously going to perk up. You're going to be like, did he just fucking rappel into the glass? Like, why'd they do that? It's just like, and then did he just backflip over that fucking dog? What's going on here? And it captures your attention and brings you back. So it has to be experienced. So if you're going to watch it, please do. I would give it like a 6 out of 10. It's not too bad, right?
My review for this movie is the following. What the fuck is Jet Li's role in this movie?
He's like He's like a Taiwan like FBI guy.
He's a Taiwanese. He's like investigating Ling.
Oh, yeah. He reports to nobody.
Yeah.
He just wants the fucking rucks. That's my review of this movie. It's nothing. It's fun. It's like you watch the action. It's old school. It requires almost no attention. Men fight for rocks. That is the summation of the movie. But it's a good time. I mean, it's a good time if you're like, go to your local smoke shop and get the hand can rip burnt on a DVD and watch it for like 10 cents.
Yeah, support your local business.
Because you can't stream this anywhere.
Yeah, it's not streaming. It's like, you have to maybe be lucky and
you have to download a car.
Thrift store.
Yeah, you got to find out some sort of way to do it.
Yeah, or like the $1 bin at 7-Eleven. Anyways, I had a good time. My enjoyment from it, 9 out of 10. You know what I mean? I had a good time. It was fun laughing with my buddies. But my genuine movie score, it's a 5. It's a 5 out of 10. It doesn't really bring anything special to the table besides just being a good time.
Yeah.
I would have to agree. I think it's, like we said, it's a romp and a riot. I think it's a good way to put it. Like, enjoyment factor is like, it's like fantastic. It's great. But everything else is kind of boilerplate, kind of generic of its time. There's just kind of some weird aspects of it that make it a little bit that make it stand out, I think, more than some other kind of like forgotten action movies of the era. I think the performances are serviceable. They're good. None of them are really bad, I would say. And the fighting is great. Jet Li's scenes are definitely the best ones.
He's a terrible actor.
He's not horrible.
No, he's fine. I was reading that production hated him because he was late almost every shooting day. Like, he was late.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say it's a perfectly, like, it's taken down by a lot of marks for a lot of the more generic kind of stuff of it and the kind of datedness of it. But there's a weird kind of nostalgic coziness to some of like that kind of 2003 charm of the movie. So I think I would also give it a 5, like just right in the middle. Not bad, but not wholly bad, but also not like amazing either, I think.
Fun fact, it seems that the fight, when Stu fights 15 combats in a cage in a cyclone fence surrounded by an angry and bloodthirsty crowd, took 10 days to film. That's also probably not great.
It was a pretty intense like way to do it. I mean,
yeah,
especially when like the thing like crashes down on the crowd and everything, and like
it's probably a whole separate day.
How to do that?
Yeah, you can't tell that it's multiple shots or like multiple shooting sessions.
That was for my secret trivia site
some of the stupid. Okay, that was a good piece of trivia, but this movie has some of the stupidest pieces of trivia. Sue drives the 2002 Ford.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, I mean, now I know.
What?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Now I know. What if I wanted that car?
Just the make, not even the model.
Not even the model.
There was a Wilhelm scream in this movie.
Oh.
There was a Wilhelm scream?
I think I could have told you that one.
I don't remember.
You think we would have like clocked that?
Whoa, Wilhelm.
Maybe it was during the club fight, maybe.
Oh, you're fucking right. Someone probably got kicked out of the ring, and like that was it.
Well, fellas, I love doing another episode of TRACcast with you guys. That completes another rotation on the track, So tune in next time for my pick. I'm going to be bringing a new pick to the stage.
Are you going to call your shot Babe Ruth style?
No. But I do want to let listeners know that they should be following us on, we're going to say, Spotify and YouTube. Please give us a comment, a like, whatever. Share it with a friend if you enjoy it. Please tell us if you have any requests or anything that you guys would like to see from us, because we would love to, kind of do some other things and branch out. We're thinking of some new ideas for the TRACcast later on this year. So we're really excited about this, and we really thank you for listening. Anyone else? If anyone else wants,
Jack Quaid, stop playing secret asshole or clumsy lovable man.
Yeah, we do have a message for Jack Quaid. We do want to make that clear. TRACcast is releasing a statement on Jack Quaid. We are taking the stance that you need to play someone that isn't cute. What is it? Sorry, cute lovable guy,
cute lovable buffoon or secret asshole.
Yeah, we're tired of that. Secret assholes, cute lovable buffoon. We're done.
This is the last straw, or else we're gonna contact.
We'll make a petition. Those always work.
Contact your crazy uncle, Randy Quaid. Have you guys heard about that? Google Randy Quaid, or don't, but Google Randy Quaid, or maybe don't. Is that his uncle? I'm pretty sure it's his uncle because it's Dennis Quaid's brother.
Yeah.
This episode has been sponsored by r/sunflower seeds.